championship coach, Corey Roberson. How you doing, buddy? Doing good, man. I'm just counting down the days until the championship game. It's gonna be awesome. Yep. So you played in the IFL for 9 years. What teams did you play for in IFL? Awesome, Green Bay Blizzard. And then you became the coach after 2010. How did how has the IFL grown from 2012 to where it is today?
Oh man, I would say but now it's trending in the right direction.
Definitely, I totally agree. And then so last year you guys were in the Eastern Conference Championship game against Massachusetts, and that game didn't end the way you wanted it to, right? So what'd you do differently this year?
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna say I don't even think it started the way we wanted it to, let alone end the way we wanted it to. I mean, we just we got to working. We had to make some changes. We had to bring the right people back. And we had to make some changes in other positions, and it showed dividends of um, you know, and that we could put it together.
Awesome. And then so your assistant coach just got assistant coach of the year. How do you feel about that?
Um, Accolade for him and us as an organization. That shows that we build our coaches up. I think about his first year on staff with us when 2020 happened. Even though the season didn't happen, and to see his growth now is tremendous, right? You know what I mean? We went through some bumpy roads and stuff like that, and for him to get assistant coach of the year, that is, that speaks volumes of the work and the hard work that he put in, and the growth mindset that he had over the years to continue to fight through and persevere through everything. And look at him now.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad for him. So then you guys are gonna practice tomorrow through Wednesday and then head out to Tucson, or when are you guys getting to
Yeah.
Tucson? Wednesday. Awesome. Sounds good, man. So championship game is gonna be electric. The tailgate, Todd Tryon's really put on a lot of stuff for this game.
Yeah. No, it's gonna be exciting. You know, I like the 2 week period that they give teams
Mhm.
to prep, to give the fans prep time to get there. And giving everybody enough time that they could put on a good show, right? You know what I mean? The IFL has done a great job, at least the past 3 years with it, where they've been held in Vegas, and nothing short of doing the same thing here in Tucson. So the IFL do a great job. Kudos to Todd and his team over there in the front office or the league office, and what they've been able to do over the past 3 years for sure.
Definitely. So do you you're gonna go to the media day, and do you already have the players that are gonna go with you to media day? Because I think they have like 3 players available or something, right?
Yeah, we have 4 guys
4 guys.
available. Yeah, it's 4 guys. We haven't decided all 4, but we got a good idea of who they would be. Of course, everyone wants to see and talk to Max Myler. Of
Yeah.
course, he'll be ready to rock and roll, and we got some other guys that we'll put up there. We may try to put some characters up there.
Yeah. What's it like coaching in Green Bay? You have the Packers right across the street from you guys, correct?
Correct, correct. Yeah, I mean it's football country up here. I know everyone talk about Texas, Florida, California, with their football country, but it's title town for a reason. The legacy and the rich tradition of football being in Green Bay, it's everything is advertised, and the legacy that the Green Bay Packers have had over the course of their entire journey in the NFL has it's been remarkable. So it's a good feeling to be right there, knowing that that it's hopes and dreams, right? And it's within
Yep.
the reach.
Were you a Green Bay Packers fan growing up?
I'm from Detroit.
Detroit. So you're a Lions fan. Barry Sanders?
There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. I like Detroit better than Green Bay too, but that's all right.
Yeah. I mean, I like good football, but I am a Lions
Yeah.
fan. But I'm a good football fan. I'm gonna say that. So when it's good football being played, it's hard to be a bandwagger or a homer.
Have you been to you've obviously been to Lambeau.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been more to Packer games than I have Detroit games. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. It's
You've
an
seen
experience,
Barry
man.
Sand
Huh?
you've seen Barry Sanders play though, right?
Absolutely. Yep, yep. My dad took me to see him when we was young. Me and my older brother, we went to a game. I want to say it was a game against the New England Patriots. I remember at the Pontiac Silverdomes. And I mean, Barry Sanders is Barry Sanders, man. He put on the show as always.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
the best guy I got to see was Kurt Warner and Larry Fitzgerald.
Okay. Okay, them two not bad, right? They was
No?
right there in your backyard, Larry Fitzgerald for sure.
Yeah. So what are you expecting the championship game to be like?
I mean, Mike Davis and them do a great job. Curtis Shan, Mike Davis, they, well coached team. They got the athletes to, do some damage. I want to say they may be the number 2 team scoring, and the number 3 defense. So on paper they are the par. They look the par. Um, they got all the horses in the right places to come out and be successful. Hence the reason why they were able to make it there to be the last team standing over there from the West. So we expect it to be a good game. We just got to make sure we do our part, and not take anything for granted, and take
Mhm.
advantage of the opportunity that's presented to us to be able to play this game. That's the way it seems. Me and Mike Davis, defensive minded coaches. I'm sure he feel the same way. We want it to be 40 points less on both sides of the ball, instead of an 80-point win. I mean, 80-point ball game. But yeah, 71-64. We'll take the win. We needed all 71 points. Of course, against a good Quad City
Mhm.
team. Hats off to Corey Ross and them guys over there. DeQuan Neal. He was able to put together a pretty solid season, right? It was a real good bounce back season for Declan
Yeah.
and Corey and that whole organization in Quad City. So hats off to them and a great job that they did all year. But once again, I got to give kudos to my guys and what they did as well. They stayed with it, perseverance. They was resilient, showed the toughness even when it was a lot of one play drives for in that game. Our offense stuck to their guns, and we was able to pull out the win.
Do you think it's going to be an electric atmosphere in Tucson?
I
With
would, yeah, we sure do hope so. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a football game that need to get played, right? And that's
Mhm.
our plan is to play a football game. Regardless of the electrifying, the fans and all that stuff. We would love for a lot of Green Bay fans to be there compared to Vegas fans. Even though we go into the West Coast, we get the logistics of everything, but it's still going to be a football game played. And we went to a hostile situation this last game. We're in Quad City. So we expect, a lot of West Coast fans to be over there. I'm not sure if a lot of West Coast fans, going to root for the West or not, but it's going to be a football game. Give us a whistle, some stripes in the football, and let's go.
Yep, definitely. So, talking about quad playing in Quad City, could you hear like the cowbells and the horns? I was watching the game, man. I did not like the horns, but
It is, them fans that it's almost borderline illegal to have that stuff in there. It was loud. I mean, they did a great job, but I believe we had zero false starts. So we were ready and prepared. Our offense was, ready for all of what Quad City was able to put on and do to try to, draw us off sides and all that type of stuff. So, but yeah, it was really loud in there. They did a great job. Destiny and her team, Doug and all of them, they did a great job of bringing in the fans, especially in that short period of time. Yeah. Yeah, no, we did. We expected Max to have a good year. We expected the growth that he had. And he grew up right before our eyes, and this was the type of season that I mean, no one thought it'd be, a remarkable and one that'd be in the memories for forever. But he's ever been advertised. He studies. You see his body of work, and you just see him. He's always studying. He's studying, the game. He's studying the plays. He's studying everything. His opponent. So his work that he put in on and off the field, and but like I mean, really behind the scenes, is top notch.
awesome, man. Well, I'm really excited about the game, and I'll see you in Tucson on Saturday, man. Good luck.
All right, appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
No problem. No problem. You have a good day, buddy.
All right, you too.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye.